football field.
That doesn't sound so bad.
With your teeth.
What? How'd we do that?
With your teeth.
But how do we do that?
With your
I'm pretty sure everyone here remembers Captain Underpants pretty fondly. It doesn't matter if you watched the movie, watched the TV show, or read the books. It's pretty cool. So how about we turn that in with something else that's pretty cool? Pokemon. Pokemon's probably essential to your life too if you're watching this. So how about we make Captain Underpants Pokemon? So tra-la, let's get into the video. I'm sorry for the cringe joke, but we're starting off with George. I thought it'd be pretty cool for this guy to be some sort of rodent or mammal. It really worked for the main characters of the series, George and Harold, even though I didn't do Harold in this video. I decided it'd be fun if it was a raccoon, because how they created Captain Underpants is that they were scurrying around his office and they found that old ring that made him Krupp turn into Captain Underpants. So I turned that ring into a pendant. And it works with the raccoon inspiration because raccoons are scurrying around looking through trash. It was 100% intentional and very smart, and it was on my part. I had weird horse ears at the start, but don't worry, I fixed that later. Now for the colors of George. It's pretty simple. Except I gave him his bow, I changed the color, just to fit with the Captain Underpants Pokemon later. And because it just works with the ring inspiration. So just patching a few things up. I have no clue why I said that, honestly. And this is where I realized, that looks weird, so I fixed it. Don't worry. Also, don't forget to subscribe. You better do it, because you get Pokemon stuff. Ain't that fun? Rascounter from Rascal Encounter, because he corrupted Krupp's villainy with the ring. And it's a normal psychic type. This is probably the most obscure thing in the video, but this is a variant of Makuhita, based on that one guy from that one episode, the water guy in the fire and water episode. I just checked, his name's H2O Obliterator, which is low-key a good name. Shout out to Melvin. But he has those sumo kind of ideas behind him, so I decided to make a water-type Makuhita for this kind of region thing. And I made a nod to the fire guy on the, arms. So if I make a fire guy, I'll make nods to the water. So here is Makuhita. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically just a water balloon. Now it's for the man of the hour, Captain Underpants. And I decided to base him on a naked mole rat, which sort of explains itself. But it has a lot of concept to it. Basically, after getting hit by a psychic type move, the Krupp Pokemon, which I'll make later, turns into this guy. And he doesn't feel any pain in this form. Sure, he can lose a fight, but he doesn't feel pain, mimicking how dumb Captain Underpants is. Even though it's not a rabbit, it mimics a sort of disease that rabbits can get, where a lot of sharp pines grow all over them, and it hurts them immensely. So I decided that would be fun. So it makes it stronger instead of hurting it. And its underpants are just the white part of its body. That's the part that actually gets hurt. And its eyes, which it shields with these yellow things that I'll show later. Also, that dot and that line that's not supposed to be there, it'll go away, don't worry. Also, its teeth grow out a lot. It was originally gonna have tusks, but that sort of obscures the face, so it doesn't really work. But yeah. And I guess the spikes in this design are just heat bubbles. So this guy is, I guess, a normal psychic type, or a flying psychic type, or a normal flying type. That'd kind of be funny. Because normal flying types usually go to birds. But this guy being a normal flying type works. He probably does fly because he has the cape. And he's just a normal animal, so I think that'd be a funny typing. So yeah, I'm going with that. Anyway, here's Underbutt, playing on underwear and under what, because he's not under anyone, he's the strongest. Until he goes into his Krupp form, and it's the same shape, the same kind of guy, but severely weakened. His little wig looks like the top of a carrot, so he just hides underground. It's also red, it's not orange, it's red, but I guess that's a funny, shiny thing. But whatever, he's a normal dark type and he's mad. Seething red mad. Also, little unfunny joke here. If every time I made a Pokemon who is based off the namesake of their respective series, has 2 forms and is a legendary, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, especially consecutively. But whatever, I gave him its red and I made its skin a little darker red than the other design because I wanted that anger that Mr. Cruff has. My voice just got weird. Anyway, here's Underbutt again. Same name, but very different Pokemon and a lot weaker again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and subscribe and like or you're a very mad person and I'm gonna be very sad. So you better do it. Okay, my voice is hurting. Bye, sub and like.